This is 5 licks inspired by Eric Johnson. These are all descending licks, and they all use the pentatonic scale as the framework. There's some chromatic notes in some places and some minor notes in some places, but they're all basically using the pentatonic scale. I simplified Eric Johnson's playing quite a bit in these licks. So if you've heard Eric Johnson play, he tends to, when he does these big descending runs, pick almost every single note. So I simplified the picking a lot and replaced some of the picks with some hammers and pulls. So the right hand, the pick hand, is a lot easier than what you would expect to see from Eric Johnson. But the vibe of each of these licks is very much inspired by Eric Johnson's playing. So let's break down these licks one at a time. Here's the first lick. So there's the first lick. Let's break this one down. This is inspired by one of the intro licks from Cliffs of Dover. Basic idea here. So it's basically the pentatonic scale. We got a couple minor notes in there, really just one minor note, and I threw a blues note in there for fun, but basically pentatonic scale. So let's break this down. The first couple notes here, it's 16th notes all the way through, and we play a few pickup notes. So it's like this. So imagine you're playing 4 notes at the beginning, 4 16th notes, but you're cutting off the first one. Then we get into the descending part. So starting up on the 15th fret on the first string, we do 15, pick that note, then pull off 14 to 12, and then land on 15. And we basically do a little sequence here. So 4 notes down, then we start from the 14 on the first string and descend down 4 notes. So it's like this. So pull off there, and then pull off 15 to 12 too. So far we have this. Then we hammer back up to the 15, and then 12 on the first string, that's upstroke, and then 15, 12 on the second string. So far it's this. Then we go to the 14th fret on the third string, pull off 15, 12, back to 14. Then 4 notes descending from the 12th note, including the blues note. So this. That's 15th fret on the third string, 14, 12. So. And then the last 2 notes we just descend down, 14, 12, 14, 12 on the third and fourth string, pentatonic scale. And then land on the 12 on the third string. So you can look at this as playing this in the key of G. We're landing on the G note. You could also look at it as we're playing the E minor pentatonic scale. It would work over both. So that's it. Let's break down this a couple more times at a slow speed. So there's the next lick. This one is in triplets. So the last lick was all 16th notes. This is triplets all the way through. So 8th note triplets. So the rhythm we're looking for, if the beat is doing this, we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's break this one down. Really pentatonic. The only unique thing about this lick is the position shift. So starting on the 15th fret on the first string, again, key of G or E minor pentatonic, however you want to look at it. Descend down the pentatonic scale, so that's 4 notes down. Starting in the 15 on the first string, landing in the 16 on the third string. Then hammer up 15, 17. So together it sounds like this. You could also pick 15, 17, which is how I have it tabbed out. But remember, groups of 3. So next notes are 15, 16, 14 pull off. So, and I'm playing the 16 with my second finger, 14 with my first finger. That's it so far. Now we move down and do a position shift. So up, the first part of the lick, we're up here. The 15 pull off the 12, I move down and I do the pull off with a 15 with my third finger and pull off the 12 with my first finger, then 14 on the second finger. So that's the tricky part of the lick, is that position shift. So moving your hand down to get to that 15-12 pull off. And that's something that Eric Johnson does a lot, that position shifting. Then we go up to the 12th fret on the first string, 15-12 pull off, then 14-12 pull off, and then 14 on the fourth string. So that's 6-note pattern, and the second bar there is just straight down the E minor pentatonic scale, and then again land on the 12th fret on the third string. So that's it. Let's play the lick a couple more times through at a really slow speed. So there is the next lick. Let's break this one down. This one is down low on the neck. And when I play this one, we should try, what helps me out when I'm playing this lick is to palm mute a little bit. So rest your palm a little bit on the bridge of the neck there. That's something that Eric Johnson does a lot to get these licks to sound the way he does. And it makes a difference. So I would try that. But let's break this one down. We have 2 pickup notes. This is all 16th notes all the way through. 3-5, hammer on. Then we descend down. That's 3-5-3 pull off, 4, playing the 4 with my second finger. And then 5-3 pull off again, 4-2. So far we have this. Then 5 on the 4th string. Then climb back up to the 4-2. And then pull off 5-2. So then 5 on the 5th string, hammer on 2-5, then 2-5, 2-0 pull off, then 3-0 pull off on the 6th string, and then finally land on the E note on the 4th string. So that's the whole lick. Eric Johnson does this style of lick, this kind of cascading descending lick, where it kind of rolls over itself. So really, really common Eric Johnson style lick. So let's play this through a couple more times at a slow speed. So there's the next lick. Same scale, E minor basically, but we got some pentatonic or chromatic notes in here. So the first 3 notes is same as the first lick, where we do this 3/16th note pickup. So, and then we get into, it's really similar to the first lick, but we're going down kind of chromatically. 14, 13, 12 pull off. So I'm picking 14 and then pulling off 13, 12. So land on the 15 on the 2nd string. Then 12. I'm picking every single one of those notes. And then slide down to the 10. So far we have this. Then we do a chromatic thing again. 12, 11, 10 pull off. then roll back onto the lick here. 10, then 12, 11, 9. So far we have this. So those are the two chromatic sections, this and that right there. So those are the two parts to watch out for. Then pull off 12 and then pull off 11, 9 again. 12, 9 on the 4th string, slide down to the 7. So it's, then pull off 10, 7 on the 5th string, and then open E note, open bottom string. So that's it. Let's play the lick a couple more times through at a slow speed. There's the next lick. This one's similar to the last lick in that it ends on the open E string. We're just playing through a different position of the scale here, kind of in the middle of the neck here. But 16th notes all the way through. So let's break it down. Climbing up 7, 9, 8, 10, and then 7, 10 on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So I'm picking both the 8, 10 on the 2nd string, so picking 7, 10, then pulling off the 10 to the 7. Then pulling off 10, 8 on the 2nd, so then 9 on the 3rd string, then pull off 10, 8 on the 2nd. And this, again, is an example of that, that Eric Johnson cascading descending lick, just in a different position. Pull off 9, 7 on the 3rd string. And then we go down to the 7th fret on the 2nd string, which is outside of the pentatonic scale. We're getting into, if we're looking at this as E minor, we're looking at E minor territory here. This is basically the 2nd of E. So that's another unique part of this lick. We're kind of deviating from the pentatonic scale a little bit. So 7, pull off 9, 7, then 9, 7 on the 4th. So, and then 7 on the 3rd string, pull off 9, 7 on the 4th, then pull off 10, 7 on the 5th, slide down to the 5. So that whole part starting up that 7th fret on the 2nd string, it's like this. Again, there's that Eric Johnson idea where we're going down the neck a little bit, going back up, and then coming back down, going up and coming back down, sequencing through the neck. And then finally pull off 7 to 0 on the 6th string. So that's it. Let's play through this lick a couple more times at a slow speed.